The Daily Rant with Cliff. I want to talk about Trump today. If you think he's doing a good job as the president, you're fucking mentally ill. Because this guy has done nothing but hurt our country. He's caused separation in the country with his wording and the way he says things. And like he told the police to assault people before they put them in cars. It's okay to bounce their head off the top of the car or give them a little hit. Do you see what the police do to people now? I seen a video the other day where a cop kicked an 87-year-old lady in the face. And our president thinks that kind of behavior is good. It's outrageous. And then if you look at the way our economy is right now, companies that most of us grew up on, Sears, Toys R Us, Harley Davidson, Chevy, they're leaving or they've went out of business already. It's ridiculous for people to think that this guy has done good for this country. Okay, the stock market's up, but the stock market was up when he came into office, and it's been rising, but that's rich people making money. They've been selling off companies where lower income people work. Now they don't have jobs because of this. These businesses went out, like over 800 jobs left with Toys R Us. Gone. They're gone. Those people had to either find something new to do or they're collecting welfare because that's what they needed. You know, it's ridiculous for anybody to think what's going on right now in the Oval Office is okay. It's fucking crazy. This guy is mentally ill, and if he wasn't mentally ill, he would understand that a wall doesn't mean shit. We've had a wall in California my whole fucking life. Yet every year or two, they show holes from Mexico popping up in houses in San Diego. It's fucking outrageous to think a wall would stop anything. And then you want to put a wall at the southern border. How about putting a wall at the fucking northern border too? I mean, because from everything I've ever read or studied, they've never caught one actual terrorist. Some motherfucker like that did 9/11 coming up from the south. You know where they do come from? They come in on school visas, they fly in and then they don't fucking leave. Or they come in from Canada, where they've caught 40 plus terrorists in the last 5 years. 0 coming from Mexico, 40 or more coming from Canada. Explain that to me. How the Mexicans are all fucked up, but yet all the terrorists are coming from Canada. And if you really want to go on further, the Mexicans like MS-13, which aren't even Mexican, they're El Salvadorian, you know, Trump says are horrible people. We created that problem in that country. MS-13 is a Los Angeles County gang. They started in LA getting together to defend themselves from the Mexicans from Mexico. 18th Street is where that shit started. You had 18th Street and then you got MS-13. They created each other's gangs because 18th Street is Mexican, Latino. El Salvadorians are MS-13. We, as a country, got tired of them fighting with each other and started shipping them out of the country, back to where they came from. So we shipped criminals that were created here in America back to countries that had no possible way of dealing with it. They were already corrupt countries. They had no real law enforcement system to take care of the situation like we were here in America. So in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe mid 90s, we shipped hundreds of criminal gang members back to El Salvador and Mexico, and then wonder why these people are leaving afraid of those gangs. Those gangs were terrible gangs in America where we had a law enforcement system that could handle it. We had already dealt with the mafia. We had already dealt with a bunch of shit here. Now, you know, we create a problem in another country, and then our president, you know, yeah, it might be a shithole down there, but some of that is our fault as America. We sent those motherfuckers there that created the problems that those people are having. And you're a fucking idiot if you don't understand that. I grew up in LA. I know where these gangs come from. And if you're talking shit, MS-13, blah, 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 the reality is MS-13 is an American gang. And we exported that gang to another fucking country. It's not that country's fault we did that. That's our fault. Grow the fuck up. Take some personal responsibility, America, because we created the problem that we're bitching about right now. That's the Daily Rant with Cliff. Have a good day.